Okay guys, I finally have a update for you, and this is weeks 1 and 2 with Luke Rock's little gelding we named Rafiki. He's a 3-year-old from Wild Horse Range, Nevada, and I'm going to show you their progress over the first 2 weeks. And this is us pulling into Paul's Valley the first day. It was real rainy, but it was a gorgeous morning. You can see there was a double rainbow, really pretty sunrise, and anyways, it was a nice day. So here's Rafiki in the loading chutes. Unfortunately, when we had them put a halter on, they put it on way too tight at the BLM. So we had to fix it right away. And after 11, 12 hours of being in the trailer and driving home, poor Rafiki has that halter on too tight. So Luke's fixed it for him that first night. He loosened it, and this is the next day. He's just laying down, hanging out. He had gotten it over his ear, actually. So my husband Luke, he gets home real late, and most of his sessions end up being at night. He's been pretty lucky recently. He's been home earlier, but these first couple sessions were done at night. Well, of course, the first day we got back real late, and we had to fix that halter because he couldn't even eat. So here's the second day, and I just told Luke to go ahead and take that halter off, and he ended up, I think he did get it off. I don't think he put on another halter this night, but this is his second day working with Rafiki. Everyone else is basically first day. So, and then we go to the third day, and Luke's not in the dark. He's during the day. And he's just trying to he had gotten that halter off the night before. You'll have to excuse my videos because I have to catch Luke when I'm available, when he's available. Sometimes I'm riding in the arena, my horses, and he really doesn't like to be videoed anyways, so anyways, this is my husband, and he works a full-time job, and he wanted to do the Mustang makeover with me, so here he's just trying to get him better about putting the halter on. So he's going to slip that rope over his nose here in just a little bit. You'll see. He's just using it as some leverage. Now, poor Rafiki has a little bit of PTSD from the halter being on too tight at the BLM, and so now we have a little bit of a problem with him being a little head shy. He's not real bad, but he is a little bit worried about it. But anyways, Luke works on getting his rope halter on him this day, and he does get it on him. I believe this was Sunday, and there you see he has it on. He's going to do a little bit of turn and go with him, puts that rope over him, and Rafiki goes the wrong way, and his horse Quigley is standing there. He helped him do some work from horseback. So here's Rafiki with his halter on, and the third day, or third session for Luke, he wanted to lay him down, and Rafiki wanted to do some downward dog yoga positions that were quite entertaining, but Luke did actually get Rafiki down. I think he goes down for a second here. And then a couple days later, I helped him because Luke was just having trouble with it, and we got him down. Rafiki wanted to keep facing him. And the rope is usually not behind their back legs, but he had gotten it around there earlier in the clip. I think you guys might have seen it. He just turned around. But there's a good explosion right there. So here's another picture of his downward dog position that he likes to do. going to be a trick horse. So this next day was our progress report day. I think this was day 7, and so here's some pictures of Rafiki. He actually only weighed 662 pounds, which is a little scary for a big guy to have such a little horse, but we're hoping we can put some weight on him because he's definitely going to be the one that Luke shows. And he seems to be doing okay with him and not too big for him. So we're pumping the feed into him now, and he's really enjoying it and putting weight on. He had stressed out those first few days, so we're hoping it's only up from here now. And Luke doesn't have a ton of time anyways, so this horse is really just perfect for him because he probably can't handle 6 hours a day of work, but 20-30 minutes a day, and he's gentle enough for Luke, is just perfect. So this is Luke, starting to get him prepared for him jumping up next to him, hoping for that first ride. And I think this is probably day 7, the same day we did the progress reports. This is our second round pen. The first few pictures you saw to the left, we have another round pen. That's where those were taken. So this guy is just coming around really well. Really kind little horse. Picking up his feet. So Luke's going to saddle him now, and he's doing really well with that. I don't think I got the first saddling on video, but it was done a few days before this, or 2 days before this, and he really handled it well. He didn't do any bucking or anything. I will show you the saddling process with another horse. Generally, we let them wear the saddle all day for their first saddling, or for quite a few hours, and move them around in the arena and just let them get a feel for it. So that's how we do our first saddlings. So Rafiki's really good with the saddle at this point. He's doing really well. He's a real sweet guy. He just gave Luke a little kiss in the ear there, and so Luke's putting his big boy saddle on, and I'm not going to go through the whole cinching process, but I wanted you to see that he was being pretty good about saddling on this day. So here Luke's riding him. This is his first ride on Rafiki, and it went really smoothly. You can see we're riding him in a loping hackamore. I actually built this loping hackamore, and I generally like to start all my horses in a loping hackamore, and I don't like to ride them in a snaffle until they're being pretty good just wearing the snaffle. Usually I would have the snaffle over the loping hackamore on this day, but Luke bridled him, and he doesn't train colts all the time. I'm the horse trainer. He's the farmer, so that's what Luke does. He works a mile down the road for a family farm, and like I said earlier, he just doesn't have a lot of time. So Rafiki did just really well. I mean, I'm in the middle of the round pen helping him get forward movement, but he really didn't even need me probably. But it's just a safety thing, because it's nice to have a second person to, if the horse does panic, to really help them go forward and keep their minds, on someone else other than the rider. Basically, that first day, the rider's like a monkey. But Rafiki handled it very well, so it really, he didn't have any panic moments, and I didn't have to do a whole lot in the middle of the round pen. But this was just a glimpse of that first ride. Went really well. He's looking and chewing there. It's petting on him. I always loosen the cinch right after I get off. I think this was Luke's first time riding him by himself. I'm sitting outside the round pen in this video, and Rafiki's still a little head shy, so Luke's just kind of waving his arm around, just kind of getting him over that stuff. He does that on the ground a lot too with him. You can see here he is packing the snaffle, and still riding in the loping hackamore. Like I said, I really like to ride in that hackamore until they're really comfortable with that snaffle in their mouth. They're not mouthing it a lot. They feel pretty good. I will ride them in a snaffle earlier on if I feel like I'm going to have any issues with them, if they're going to be bronchi or get away from me, real panicked or anything like that, then I might start them in a snaffle, but I definitely get them used to the snaffle early on. I'll do groundwork with the snaffle on, just so they can pack it as much as possible. So this was a really good first ride by himself. Like I said, he really probably didn't need me that first actual ride, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, because sometimes you'll think the horse is going to be fine and then they're not. So he's just kind of getting some forward movement, ending the session real quietly here. And Rafiki's just a nice guy, just doing a great job. Luke's doing a great job getting him going. Last year, Luke did enter the Mustang makeover, and he had a very tough horse. He had some PTSD, we believe. He'd been attacked by a mountain lion. And so this year, I'm so happy that he has a nice little horse like this, because, you know, he doesn't have the time for them to be real crazy. And I really haven't done anything with Rafiki. This is all Luke that you're seeing. Last year I put a lot of hours into Ransom, but this guy's just doing great. He's just a perfect horse for Luke to take over this year. So this is Luke's first ride in the arena. I should have videoed a little sooner on. Rafiki kind of takes off right here. He said he was scared of the flowers. I had some obstacles up, and then Luke just bent him the opposite way that he was on one lead, and then he switched, and so I think Luke thought he was gonna go a certain lead, and he bent him that way, and then he just tripped a little bit. But this is kind of further away, just a little clip of where they're at on day, I believe this is 13 or 14. And first ride out in the arena, he's still riding on the hackamore and packing the snaffle. You can see we live by a real busy road. I put the obstacles out early on, try to get these horses used to everything as soon as possible. Plus, we live in Colorado, and the weather's not going to be nice forever here. So we got to get these guys broke before it goes bad, before it gets bad and snowy. So, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to Rock Horses on YouTube to see more videos. This was Luke Rock and Rafiki, weeks 1 and 2. And we have a few other Mustangs we picked up, so I'd love to make some more videos for you guys.